This one's one I want you to read, and you're going to react to this. I know you've seen it before.
All right, point your finger. American football is nothing. All right, thank you, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Are we going to talk about the French?
No. Okay. Thanks. Welcome back to the Dave Jess Divorce Podcast.
Please like, subscribe, share.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell.
All right. So what we're going to get into today, before we get into this awesome video, we promised it, and now here it is.
Finally here, the Messi versus Ronaldo.
Real quick, if you want to skip to the Messi Ronaldo reactions, that's fine. But we're going to get into some of the comments that have been made. So we're going to do some of the comments that you guys have left about the podcast since the inception of the podcast 2 years ago.
The first one, it was a video about who should pay, the women or the men.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And that somebody, M. Edwards, said, this is what equality looks like and women don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a moron. Okay. And then Jared G said, I think you both are still in love.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Jess could use a little more empathy and be a tad less judgmental.
Yep. That pretty much sums her up.
One of our child support videos.
Child support video.
Somebody said they should allow the person to live with the person who makes the most. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
Scott Kahara 389 said every ex-wife is greedy.
Not everyone.
And then somebody said I can see why y'all are divorced.
Yep. I can see it too. Every time I see her.
Rose Singer said Jess is kind of annoying.
Those are also, these are very good statements that you guys are making because it's all true.
Okay. One of my favorite words is, I feel bad for you, sir. She's totally insufferable.
Damn. Why did you focus on all the negative comments? And
and y'all like mostly just said really sweet stuff. So, but this was the ones that made me laugh. Oh, find God, repent with us. That was an odd one.
What? Is that the one from South Africa, that church?
No, it was just a different one. No, it was like a person. This one was a funny one too. You should remarry and work it out. You're perfect for one another.
You do not see what happens off camera.
No.
The amount of times she has insulted me, called me names, is bad. It's very bad. You know, one of these days I'm just going to leave the camera rolling. I'm going to put the audio at the end of the podcast so you can hear all the crazy stuff she says.
Okay, this one's one I want you to read, and you're going to react to this. I know you've seen it before.
All right, point your finger. American football is nothing. All right, thank you, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Now, this is the funniest one, I have to say.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Bernie Sanders, but still trying to figure out what he has to do with soccer, football.
Oh, shit.
So I need that little picture of Bernie Sanders with the mittens.
Yeah, that's a joke. He was joking around.
I know, but that was my favorite comment.
That is hilarious.
That was
Bernie
the
Sanders.
Funniest thing.
That is hilarious.
The grossest one was, what do you mean y'all are by divorced? Are y'all divorced but still grinding together?
Oh, yeah. I remember I responded to that like, no, dude.
Now, I did have one fan.
Oh, you had one fan?
Well, no, we have
so does
Denise.
That mean everybody likes me?
No, Denise, we love Denise. We miss you. Denise is amazing. She's our super fan. Like they said, why did y'all break up? Like, what did you do, man? She's beautiful and has an amazing laugh. And then
I obviously did not see that.
And then
one.
you responded.
Did I?
You responded and said, why does everybody think it's the man? And he said, because she's perfect.
God,
that was my favorite, but the Bernie
crazy.
Sanders has to be the funniest one because
Bernie
you
Sanders,
said, super funny. So there's been some funny comments, and some mean comments, but the mean comments just make me laugh.
So now, after we covered all that stuff from you guys' comments, we promised Messi versus Ronaldo, and now
it's the best GOAT comparison, just so you know what's the title. So this is our first time to watch any Ronaldo videos.
We haven't seen any Ronaldo videos.
The first time to see the comparison. So we're kind of excited about this.
I'm very excited about this. And
we're going to be careful about not talking during the show.
Yes.
Since the beginning of the century, the world of football has been blessed with two of the greatest who have ever played. They've dominated trophies, statistics, thus debates. Although it's hard to decide who's better, by the end of this video, one guy will have the edge. This is the definitive comparison of Messi and Ronaldo.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, because first time I get to see Ronaldo.
We'll examine 4 different criteria: winning, statistics, awards, and the eye test.
What's the eye test?
First off, who has won the most? Winning can't make you the greatest, but can make you one of the greats. Simply put, winning 6 Champions League titles like Paolo Maldini will not make you the greatest, but sure a notable figure. With this in mind, 3 sub-points will be awarded in accordance with their 3 common competitions: European, domestic, and international. Beginning with European, the most prestigious trophy in clubs is the UEFA Champions League title. Ronaldo has won it 5 times, whereas Messi has won it 4 times. While this is the official count, we commonly subtract 1 from Messi since he only started 2 games of his first official victory. Conversely, Ronaldo's 5 titles came in his presence, and he won them on 2 different teams.
Ooh.
That's 1 sub-point for Ronaldo.
Oh, I have to agree with that.
Advancing into domestic titles, Messi has won more league titles, more domestic cups, and more domestic super cups. Hence, there goes 1 for Messi. Lastly, the international numbers. Starting with Messi, let's just say he's a little unfortunate. However, it didn't start out that way. He began his journey by winning the 2005 Under-20 World Cup. He followed by a gold medal at the 08 Olympics. But ultimately, his lack of performance at the 2010 World Cup hurt him. He did individually will Argentina to the finals of the 2014 World Cup, but fell short in extra time against one of the best sides in recent history. He lost again the 2018 World Cup in the hands of the soon-to-be champions by a score of 4-3. At South America's continental tournament, the Copa America, he has never won. In his 4 presents, he's gone to the finals 2 times. In each one of these, he lost in penalties. On the other hand, Ronaldo has won 2 major trophies: the 2016 Euros and the 2019 Nations League. Even though he didn't win a single game in regular time at the 2016 Euros, the mere fact that Portugal won this tournament is enough to give him a point. According to betting websites, Portugal's odds of winning were 20-1 at the start.
Oh, wow.
That's 1 point for Ronaldo, which makes him the winner of my first criterion, winning.
Okay.
My second criterion is statistics and advanced metrics. This part is divided by scoring and shooting, assist and shot creation, and impact on the team's performance. Beginning with scoring and shooting, we notice that Ronaldo has more career goals, but he also played more games. And if we take away penalty goals, Messi already surpassed Ronaldo in 2018. Looking further into it, we find that Messi has a higher average goals per game. A common remark regarding their averages is that Ronaldo started his career in a tougher league, being the Premier League. In spite of that, if we only consider the average goals per game in the Champions League, Messi still comes out on top. His goals are also more efficient, meaning he scores them on less attempted shots per game. That brings us to accuracy metrics, and yes, Messi has a higher shot on target percentage, which is impressive considering his attempts come in farther from the goal, as can be shown by his number of goals outside the box. Furthermore, Messi has a better conversion from just about anywhere on the field.
Damn.
As for free kicks, they share the same number of free kick goals, but percentages and distance tell a different story. Messi has close to twice Ronaldo's free kick conversion, and his attempts come in farther than Ronaldo. Also, their path to that number is very different. At the start of his career, Messi was without a doubt a poor free kick shooter, but recently, Messi seems to have become the best free kick shooter ever. No trending lines could have predicted these latest numbers, he just flipped the switch. In sum, regarding scoring and shooting, even though Ronaldo is frequently referred as the better shooter or finisher, Messi has the highest average goals per game on less attempted shots. He has a better conversion from everywhere, and he's the better free kick shooter. The only metric in Ronaldo's favor is his penalty conversion. Inevitably, Messi has 1 point. For assist and shot creation, Messi has the most assists per 90 minutes. In contrast to popular beliefs, Ronaldo has some incredible numbers, but in assists, Messi is second to none, as he holds the highest career assist total.
Wow.
For possession and dribbling, although dribble stats only exist since 2017, Messi has always been first in three major categories: carries, total distance, total progressive distance, carries that enter the last third of the pitch, carries that enter the box, and what I'll refer as the Messi stat, the number of players dribbled past.
Whoa!
Dribbling and passing abilities help Messi create shot options for his teammates. So of course he's going to be better than Ronaldo in goal-creating actions per 90 minutes. Wow. But I'd like to point out that Messi doesn't have the highest score here. That feat belongs to Neymar.
Oh, okay.
Similarly, an interesting stat worth showing is expected goals. An expected goal would be a penalty or a tap-in. An unexpected goal would be a free kick or a 20-yard carry. Thus, we measure the number of goals over the number of expected goals. Subsequently, there are some players who have negative expected goals. That would mean that they didn't capitalize on wide open nets, for example.
Oh, that's interesting.
On that note, Messi has by far the better goal over expected goals in 90 minutes. Briefly, being the better passer, dribbler, and playmaker, Messi takes home this point. As for the impact on the team's performance, we measure it in a statistic called team success on-off. This metric works by taking the number of goals scored per 90 minutes while the player is on the pitch minus the number of goals scored per 90 minutes while the player is off pitch. As a result, Messi is at 0.75 while Ronaldo is at 0.60. Okay. In other words, when Messi is on the pitch, there are 0.75 more goals being scored.
It's almost one more goal.
Nonetheless, this metric is only available since 2014. If anything, Messi is the winner again. In 2019, a Belgian university by the name of KU Leuven published a study titled "Actions Speak Louder Than Goals."
Oh, shit.
In this document, the university describes assessing the impact of metrics via machine learning and a plethora of data. Their metrics compound passes by distance, dribble by distance, shots by distance, free kicks by distance, penalties provoke, interceptions, clearances, crosses, fouls, tackles, corners, and many more. There are also other components such as the game state, which calculates the value of an action based on the difficulty of scoring or defending in a game. All of these metrics are unified by the label Soccer Player Action Description Language, or SPADL for short. Thereby, when we multiply the number of actions per 90 minutes and the average value per actions, we get the ultimate number, the VAEP. Unfortunately, players' VAEP have only been calculated for the study's preceding year, which is the 2017-18 season. That said, Ronaldo has a VAEP of 0.61, but Messi has nearly twice that, 1.21.
I wish I knew what that meant.
As you can see on the board, Messi is not here right now. Now he is.
Okay. Although, now I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He said it like it's a bad thing.
I know, but I think
Messi's not here right now.
Yeah, because he's all the way
so
over
if Ronaldo
here.
is here in outer space,
yeah, he's like
and
so
then Messi
far
is
gone.
right there in outer space.
Yeah.
Then who are these people?
No,
right.
Just play the movie.
Okay.
If this was a sample of one single season, that won't be a problem since Messi placed 5th in the Ballon d'Or votes. That was his worst position since 2006, where he was 19 years of age.
Okay.
It's not that Ronaldo's bad, Messi is just really good, and if there's a way to evaluate actions on a pitch, he will tower over everybody else.
Jesus.
As for the VAEP, it wasn't maintained for 3 different reasons. It's too long, too complicated, and too expensive. Until there's an advanced optical reading software that can read the pitch, 2017-18 will remain the best season for stats, and we know who's at the top. In a few words, as far as stats go, Messi takes another one home. Also, if statistics is the only thing that matters, Messi is not only the greatest player of all time, but the greatest that ever will be. There will probably never be a statistical anomaly like Messi ever again. As for award and honors, whether Messi or Ronaldo ends up winning this one, they are by far the 2 most individually decorated footballers of all time. With this in mind, in individual awards, most websites only consider 3 of them: the FIFA Best, the European Golden Boot, and the Ballon d'Or. Summing these up would tell you that Messi has the edge, but with 13 and 14 awards, they're both lonely at the top. Starting with the Golden Boot, which rewards Europe's top goal scorer, Messi has 6 while Ronaldo has 4. As for the FIFA Best, the count is 4-3 in favor of Ronaldo. For the FIFA Pro World 11, or the Team of the Year as FIFA puts it, they both share an outstanding 14 appearances. Ronaldo was awarded the IFFHS Top Goal Scorer of the Decade, while Messi was awarded the Best Playmaker of the Decade and the Best Player of the Decade. Messi has won the FIFA World Cup Golden Ball in 2014, which rewards the best player in the World Cup. Ronaldo has won the Onze d'Or 2 times, while Messi has won it 4 times. That being said, the most prestigious individual honor is the Ballon d'Or. As a result, Messi has 6, while Ronaldo has 5.
Messi has 8.
Interestingly, when Messi won his 6th Ballon d'Or, separating himself from Ronaldo, it was the first time that he ever acknowledged his competitiveness with Ronaldo, saying, "When Cristiano Ronaldo pulled level with me, I'll admit that it hurt a little as I was no longer alone at the top. But at that moment, he deserved the Ballon d'Or and I couldn't do much more about it."
Like that.
He's got class.
For the awards criteria, Messi wins another one.
Yeah. Being cool as shit award, too.
The eye test is what I would define as the best player to watch. Seeing Ronaldo is something special. He's athletic, quick, and one of the better finishers. He can also use his head, unlike Messi. A thing that your eyes will tell you, which you won't find in numbers, is that Ronaldo was probably a better player with Manchester United. Indeed, his numbers weren't as good as afterwards, but he was scoring more free kicks. He dribbled a little better. He scored outside the box more frequently. He was a more skilled player all around.
Whoa.
Yet his totals at Man United pale compared to his at Real Madrid and Juventus. The reason why would that be can also be found in the eye test. The fact of the matter is that Ronaldo was better surrounded in Real Madrid and Juventus. There, a high rate of his goals came via tap-in, which is the type of goals that you didn't see him score very often with the Reds. That's nothing against him. Some tap-ins require a great deal of skills, even if they're not as enjoyable to watch. The unpleasant side in Ronaldo's games lies in his volume of shots. As established before, compared to Messi, he has a lesser average goals per game while having the higher attempted shots per game. Sometimes he makes you wonder if his presence can hurt a possession. In contrast, Messi gets you the best play possible for every possession. His mission is to have the ball in the goal by the end of the sequence regardless of his implication. When he was somewhat of a striker in 2012, he scored an all-time record of 91 goals for the year. When he was a midfielder in 2019, he racked up an all-time record of 21 assists for a season. He is a purely positionless and selfless offensive player.
Yeah.
Ronaldo can conclude great plays. Messi creates his own and remains the better finisher of the two.
That is so good.
Even though they have a close percentage in successful dribbles, seeing them play will reveal you that Messi is much more venturous with the ball. As you can see here, Messi takes the ball behind midfield. He dribbles through 1, 2, still with the ball, 3, and 4. He enters the last third of the pitch and makes a perfect pass to his teammate.
That's badass.
Highlights won't show that, and basic stats cannot count this action. As dominant as Messi is in statistics, numbers don't really do him justice. If Messi dribbled like everybody else, he would simply never lose the ball. Or as Ray Hudson puts it,
"How do you put statistics on this, Phil?
Remember that guy?
This isn't measurable. Because this is the art of human."
Yeah. Remember him? Yeah.
actions like this are the reason why Messi has the higher career average match rating and likewise the highest since the metric's inception.
That's...
This is also why Messi has the highest number of men of the match and incidentally, the most since the metric's inception. In the end, that tug of war is won by Messi.
Yeah, he's bad. He's a bad man.
Ronaldo is undoubtedly one of the greatest to ever lace up. Messi is just that Asian kid that's always better than you.
I don't know that you put.
Although it won't affect the scoreboard, I think it's the appropriate video to talk about the people's opinion on the topic. In the light of this video, I made a list of every known players, managers, owners, and commentators who expressed their side on the Messi-Ronaldo debate.
He's thorough, I'll give him
Here's
that.
all the people I've found. Now, in all 141 personalities, 110 voted for Messi and 31 for Ronaldo. That is, if we account everybody mentioned. If we subtract the ones who played or coached one or the other to erase any possible conflict of interest, it's now 89 to 10. As for the public, the largest poll on the internet is found on the Messi vs. Ronaldo website, accounting for more than 1 million voices. Messi has 655,000 of them, while Ronaldo has 360,000.
That's double.
In other words, it's 65% to 35%. To finish, as I have the word GOAT in the title, some of you are probably irritated, mainly because of two greats, Pele and Maradona. On that account, how do Messi and Ronaldo compare to them? Let's see.
That'll be interesting.
I like that.
Starting off with Maradona. Both Messi and Ronaldo have better stats than him all across the board. In fact, they both have more than twice Maradona's goals total. That being said, when Maradona carried his team to a World Cup win, he seems to be the greatest ever. But he didn't maintain that level of playing outside the World Cup.
Yeah,
You can see here that Maradona doesn't really rival Messi and Ronaldo's goals per 90 minutes.
close.
Stats don't really put Maradona in the debate. He was more of a showman, just like Ronaldinho for a more recent example. And as for his longevity, how much can we blame Flower? In my eyes, his career totals are simply insufficient. Conversely, with Pele, I'll start by saying this. In the years to come, as sports hold more history, GOAT debates will shift from the best player ever to the best player relative to his peers. Nowadays, of course, players run faster, jump higher, shoot better.
Yeah.
Is Messi a better player than Pele ever was?
Probably.
Probably. But if the GOAT debate is about the most dominating player respective to his era, we have a debate. 3 World Cups are hard to come by in any era.
Damn.
As for their stats, at least the one they share, they're pretty similar. But in recent history, Pele has made a fool of himself. For over 40 years, Pele held the record for the most goals total and the most goals total for one club. In a span of 2 weeks, Messi broke one and Ronaldo the other.
2 weeks.
In the light of these achievements, Pele, with the help of his former club Santos, released a statement saying that his club total at Santos was actually in 4 figures, at 1,091 goals.
I don't know if you can go by that.
He also updated his Instagram bio, saying that his goals total stands at 1,283. The thing is that 526 goals of that number would have come from unofficial friendlies and tour games. Funny enough, he even counted games he played in a military competition.
Okay.
In the eyes of the level-minded, Pele has 644 for a single club and 757 for a career.
Okay.
He is great, but not unreachable.
Yeah. That dude took a very thorough view of soccer and or football and just really compiled
broke it down
He
into
broke it down.
like, and I thought it was a fair assessment looking at different things. Now, if there's other things you think you should have considered, let us know. But I really feel like that brings Messi up on top.
I don't know if Ronaldo and Messi started at the same time. We don't know that. I didn't do the research on it. This is the first time we're ever seeing the two compared side by side, and this is the first Ronaldo that we've ever seen, and his dribbling was awesome. Did you see his footwork?
Oh yeah, it was beautiful. And
So,
then
I do
also
wanna
his
see-
playing with his headshots and stuff were beautiful.
So I definitely want to see Ronaldo just on his own. It looks like they were pretty close to starting the league at the same time. I don't know, but we'll have to look. But I'm sure you'll tell us because you love to do that.
Yeah, it's great. We want you to.
The coolest thing about this is I got to see Ronaldo really for the very first time. So now, the footwork that they showed, I want to see some more of that.
Yeah, we're going to do some more of that.
Yeah, definitely going to do some more of that.
The next I want to do is the crazy sports and the crazy things.
Oh, yeah, like the bog snorkeling and all that. So you guys are out of your minds. You guys are out of your minds. So thank you for joining the Dave Just Worst podcast. Please like, subscribe, share, and
don't forget to hit the notification bell.
Thank you. We will catch you on the next podcast, and I'm sure it's going to be something really cool and interesting. Thank you.